Shane McMurdo on Twitter says, at Rico's Quarter, what's up? Any suggestions for a good soap and balm to go with my cologne Yves Saint Laurent L'Homme? I don't know. Let's go find out. All right, Yves Saint Laurent. I'm gonna spray it on. See if I can get a sample. I'm getting a sample.
I'm sorry?
What was your name?
Celestino.
Celestino is helping me at Sephora, and I'm getting some samples. And since I'm here, I thought I'd try the Mr. Burberry and Tom Ford Extreme, which I've tried before, but I want to try it again. But so far, I'm smelling lots of lavender. Nice, quarter. All right, Mrs. Quarter and I are eating these awesome burgers. This is a jalapeno bacon burger. It's the best in town. But now I'm gonna go wash my hands. Check this out. Best burger place in town. This is Tucker's Onion Burgers. And Shane, I was asking him about this thing over here. Check this out. This is like this crazy hand washing sink I have never seen before, and I want one. So you just stick your hands in, and then it like spins around, and you gotta wait until it's done. This is the least exciting part for you. For me, it feels awesome. Oh man. And then when you're done, it just feels clean. It doesn't even smell bad, but it's awesome. Anyway, thanks guys.
You bet, man.
Best burgers, thank you. This one, this one, this one, and this one. This one. That's good. Shane McMurdo, I'm back with your answers. Ugh. And I'm gonna spray some on this card. This card. Let's talk about the notes of this fragrance. So Yves Saint Laurent L'Homme is what they consider a woody floral musk. It's a lot lighter than I expected actually, but it's nice. All right, ginger, bergamot, lemon. Middle notes are spices, white pepper, basil, violet leaf, and the base is notes of tonka bean, Tahitian vetiver, and cedar. Got a couple ghost notes as well hanging out in this fragrance. I thought I was smelling sandalwood. What I think I'm smelling is the cedar. I'm smelling a ton of vanilla, which that comes from the tonka bean. And for whatever reason, I'm smelling lavender a lot, which isn't in this fragrance. It might be kind of the combo of the citrus notes with the basil. I'm not really sure, but I get lavender. So I've got some recommendations that I hope pair really, really well with this. And there are a bunch of them. So let's get into it. First off, let's start out with PAA. This is a lavender cedar. And actually, I don't think, the lavender is really prominent in this. The cedar, not so much, but I think it would pair really nice. Now, PAA doesn't make this. They do. But the other brand that makes it is Crown King, which is basically the same company. It's just two different brands. I don't know why. But they now have the lavender cedar over on the Crown King line, so you might check that out. I don't know if they make a balm, but they do make a soap. So that's number one. Number two is PAA Gondolier. Now, this is the old How to Grow a Mustache 10. It's got some different stuff going on. There's some jasmine and some other stuff, but there's some woody notes in here. It's kind of cologne-y, like YSL's L'Homme, and I think it would pair really, really well. So that's number two. Finally, would be a simple one from PAA, and I don't have the soap or a balm, but they do make both. I would go with their sandalwood, It's just a nice woody note. Sandalwood is a base note in a lot of colognes, and I think this would pair really well with this, even though there's not sandalwood in it. Next, let's go a little traditional. And again, it's another sandalwood. You might see a theme here going on, but True Fit and Hill, this is a real manly cologne sandalwood scent, and I think it would pair wonderful with YSL. They also make a balm, and it's just great. Get the cream, don't get the hard soap. Get the cream and the balm, awesome. Moving on to Soap Commander. So the first one with Soap Commander would pair also really good with Bleu de Chanel by Chanel, or maybe Sauvage by Christian Dior. But it would also pair really well with L'Homme because there's some peppercorn stuff going on here. It's spicy, it's fresh, it's manly, and it's just a wonderful scent. So I think their balm, which Soap Commander makes some of the best balms out there, and this Courage would be fantastic. So check that out. The other Soap Commander they don't make currently, but I think they will be making it again soon. I hope, I pray. Darren and Carrie, if you see this video, please make this again. Commitment. Oh man, this is a sandalwood, but it's a beautiful sandalwood, and something about this I think would be the absolute perfect with YSL's L'Homme. Go back to sniffing the card. Captain's Choice. Two things, they make some balms and some soaps, and I would get both of these for different reasons. Again, sandalwood, this is that woody note. There's something about the cedar in this that smells a lot like sandalwood to me, so I would get their sandalwood shaving soap and balm. North, it's a little more fresh, a little more cedary-y, I guess. It's a lot fresher, so you would be going a lot more fresh and clean smelling than the sandalwood. I don't know how else to explain it to you until you get both of them together and smell them. This one's a little more woody masculine, this one's a little more fresh, and it's still masculine, but it's just different. But it's got juniper berries and like pine, and it would just be a nice complement to this cologne. LPL, this is kind of expensive. La Pierre Lucienne, and this is their Le Savon du Barbier. And I'm sorry if I butchered that language, but super woody fresh. Oh yeah, I love this stuff so much, and they also make a balm that I think would work well, so check that out. Another one would be Cold River Soap Works. They've got a lavender, they've got a sandalwood, but they also have what they call a vetiver fresco, I believe, fresca. And that one has some citrus stuff going on, and it's got vetiver, and that would pair really nice with this because, again, you've got kind of that perfume, fresh citrus, woody something note going on in this cologne. And I think that would pair really nice and be a nice complement to that. And they also make a balm. Finally, you did not say anything about aftershaves, but I would recommend Fresh Vetiver by Fine. Oh, it's just a clean, fresh scent that I think would pair really nice with this. It would not overpower it. It would actually work really well with it. They don't make a balm and they don't have a soap of this yet. But if they do, if at some point in time Fine does come out with both of those, you might look into this because it's a little secret maybe, but Fresh Vetiver is based off of Tom Ford's Vetiver scent, which is awesome. So check that out. Another tip, if you're looking for balms and soaps, again, just go to Fragrantica, type in the cologne that you have and look at the notes and then smell. I know some guys have a hard time smelling notes, but like I'm saying, I'm smelling a lot of the woody notes and vanilla. I don't have any vanilla fragrances. I'm not a big fan of vanilla scents all the time. But if there is a vanilla soap out there or a vanilla based balm and soap that you like, I would also maybe get that with this. So pick out a couple notes that you know and then look them up as soaps and see which ones, soaps and balms that have those notes. And that might also help you as well. This one was kind of hard because there's not a lot of soaps, I think, that are exact. Nobody's copied L'Homme, I don't think. But it'd be really nice as a shaving soap. So any artisan that's watching this, if you could make YSL's Loam as a soap, balm, and aftershave. That would be awesome. But don't call it YSL because you get in trouble. So yeah, if you guys have any other questions or comments, and if you guys have suggestions for Shane, put those down in the comments. And I know he tagged a few other YouTubers out there, so I'm kind of curious to hear what you guys have to recommend for Shane. And thanks for asking the question, Shane. And as always, guys, like and subscribe. Hope that was helpful. Talk to you later. See you.